Hey y'all, hey, today's video is my favorite spring meal. I asked you guys in my spring get to know me if you wanted to see it, and some of you guys said yes, so here it goes. I'm also going to be sharing a product with you guys that was sent to me as a review, and hopefully it all works out well because Father's Day is coming up soon, and I hope that you guys are interested in it. So let's get started. I wrote you a letter 'cause you see I write so much better. Here's an overview of everything that I will be using for this meal. I have my salmon, I have my asparagus, I'll be using the Uncle Ben's ready rice and jasmine, my blackened seasoning of choice. I can't pronounce the name, so I'm not going to do it, but here's a close-up view of it. The Lowry seasoned salt, garlic salt, the lemon pepper, and my non-stick aluminum foil. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut the ends off of the asparagus. The kids already ate, so I'm basically making this meal for myself to share with you guys. And I'm just going to be separating the asparagus in half and cutting the ends off of it, what I will be placing into the pan. Also in the pan, I will be putting 2 tablespoons of butter as well as seasoning with the lemon pepper because it tastes so much better than just regular salt and pepper. But yeah, you don't have to take my word for it, just give it a try. Like I said, this is just what I like to do. It's my favorite spring meal, and hopefully if you enjoy what you are seeing today, you'll give it a try for yourself. I didn't start the asparagus right away. It's just sitting there in the pan ready to go. Moving on to the salmon, I am going to be removing it from the package and I'm going to slice it up. I decided to buy this whole fillet because I just wanted to use this as an example as how to use the food sealer that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. And I never eat enough salmon to actually buy this on the regular, so this time I am taking the chance of buying it and sealing it up so I can have it for the rest of the season when I want some salmon. But I'm not measuring out these proportions, I'm just slicing it and eyeballing it, and it's what I would like to eat as far as a proportion size, so it works out. It does have the skin attached, so if you see a little bit of like scale looking stuff, that's why, because the skin is still attached to it. Now I'm just going to show you guys that it was a little fold or a little flap of extra salmon, so they actually are larger proportions than I imagined they were going to be, especially the one on the end, but it's kind of thin on the tail, so I'm not really worried about that. But just separating one to prepare for dinner tonight. I'm just patting it dry because I like my salmon to be not moist. I want my salmon to be dry before I put it in the air fryer, and I'm just going to season in it with a little bit of olive oil, some garlic salt that I showed you guys earlier, but I am going to rub that olive oil in, and I'll top that off with some of the blackened seasoning. I like to just coat the surface very well with it because it's just going to make for a great seasoned piece of salmon. And I assure you, if you try it at home, you will agree. You don't have to do it too heavily, but just make sure the whole surface area is covered in seasoning. And as far as the air fryer goes, I'm just going to line it with some aluminum foil because I don't really want all that extra oily grease that's going to come off of the salmon. So yeah, that's going to make for easier cleanup as well. And I am going to set this temperature at 390 for a total of 10 minutes, and that shouldn't make for an overcooked piece of salmon. You could probably go down to 8 minutes if you like it just a slightly pink, but that's not my style, so I did it for 10 minutes at 390. And then I'm going to turn on my asparagus and get that started so we can move on to this here review of the Cromify food saver. Now, upon opening this package, it is very neatly packaged. I love a nice packaging for any product. It makes me feel a little bit safer, and especially this one here with the backing of it. It also has illustrations of the product and how to use it, so I think that is awesome. And even on the inside, you will have other instructions as well. So let's get started with taking out all of the parts for this here food saver and vacuum sealer. So you see you have your Cromify user manual, an extra airtight strip in case the one that's already in there gets a little damaged over time. You have the product itself. It also comes with a cutter, but I'll show you guys how to use everything. You have your AC adapter, a roll of bags, as well as a few extra already pre-cut bags, and the can and wine stopper vacuum hose. I'm just going to plug this up for you guys. The actual adapter is in the back, and then you just attach it to the wall, and we are going to get started with sealing and vacuuming our salmon that I have already pre-cut. I'm going to go ahead and wash them off camera so that when I put them in the bag, they are already freshly washed and all that jazz. You do have your cutter here so that you can cut your roll of bags. As far as the buttons go, you do have options to use the moist or the dry. You can also seal the bag only. You know, you buy frozen product all the time and you just want to seal the bag, or you can vacuum and seal the bag if you are trying to save and preserve product. You have a stop button. On the inside, you do have the vacuum exposure yourself if you want to take air out of wine or take air out of a canister. Those are sold separately, but right now I'm just going to show you guys how the cutter works as far as using the roll of bags. And I'm going to be doing this I'm going to do it twice because I want to put 2 pieces of salmon in each bag. So when you put the bag in to seal it, you want to make sure that you press really hard on the sides and make sure that you hear a click. You do have the eject buttons, or whenever the lights stop, you can push those and it'll open up, and you can see right there it is perfectly sealed. And I'm just gonna seal up my first bag of salmon, and you'll see it right here, and then I'll get closer so you guys can see the lights and how they operate as far as everything goes. For that, you press really hard again, and I'm going to make sure that I put it on the moist version for the food, and I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum seal it. And it's so amazing. I just love to watch the air come out of it, and I'm sure you love it too. So yeah, I'm gonna do this one more time and we are gonna move on. When the lights stop, that's when you know that it is ready to be released, and then you just push the 2 buttons on the side, open that thing up, and you just remove your bag. How easy is that? I am impressed. I use it all the time now, y'all. I seal up all my frozen bags, especially like my chicken nuggets and things like that for the kids. It is amazing. Make sure you check the link down in the description box so you can purchase yours as well. Like I said, Father's Day is coming up right around the corner, and happy Mother's Day to anyone watching this video and you are a mom to a human or a pet. It all counts. We are included in all of that, you guys. So happy Mother's Day. I did take the liberty to seal and vacuum my leftover asparagus, but now we're moving back on to the cooking. We're finishing up that process. I'm just tossing around my asparagus. I added a little bit more butter just so they didn't burn. And now I'm going to work on my rice. All you have to do is squeeze the bag just a little bit, and you're going to open up those corners to about 1 inch so that you can let the air out of the bag, and you just pop it in the microwave for 90 seconds. Now, how easy can that be for a quick and easy spring meal? I just wanted to show you guys something that is very easy. So as far as the plating goes, I'm just going to put my rice on the plate, my asparagus and my salmon, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite beverage as of late for springtime. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video enough to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video and you think you might give this recipe a try, go ahead and let me know that. Also in the comments, if you are new here, introduce yourself. I like to make sure that I am engaging with everyone because I love you guys so very much. But as far as this food goes, it's so yummy. Just squeeze a little bit of lemon on there. I'm gonna jazz up my beverage glass with some strawberry and a little piece of lemon. And my favorite barefoot hard seltzer is the strawberry agave and a guava, however you want to pronounce it. It is bomb. So if you've never tried it, please head over to your local store and pick you up some. I promise you, it is so good. Like, it tastes like water, so it might get you in trouble, so make sure you can slow it down a bit if you get past 3 of these. But anyway, I love this thing. This product was amazing. The salmon came out great in the air fryer. It was my first time trying it. I will definitely be doing it again because the cleanup was a breeze, y'all. It was amazing. But before I go, I just want to let you know that I do like to add just a little bit of grated Parmesan to my asparagus after it is already plated. It just gives it just a little bit more of an enhanced flavoring. You don't have to do it if you have a food allergy or anything like that, obviously. But like I said, I'm showing you what I like. Thank you so much for being here today. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.